Right now.
Oh yeah, brand new jokes.
Yeah.
New joke Monday. Always have new jokes on Mondays.
Monday.
Yeah, great, huh? Alright. I learned that not only can you eat pigeons, but you're supposed to kinda eat pigeons. Yeah, like before chickens, like everyone just kinda ate pigeons and shit. Yeah, so it's like they're all just kinda sitting there looking at us like, how come they're not eating us? I don't know. Let's go shit on their car. You know what the official candy of Pride Month is? Blow pops. And you know the whole pineapple on pizza debate? Like, I have it finally solved, Pineapple on pizza is bad. It is a sin. It's whatever horrible. And I can prove it because you wouldn't put pineapple on the lasagna, would you? Or spaghetti? Right? Case closed. Yeah, California is now #1 in road rage in the whole nation. Finally, all my hard work is paying off. Alright, here's this joke. Alright, two dudes are camping in the woods, right? One of them goes to take a piss in the bushes, and then this poisonous snake jumps out, right, and bites him on the dick. And so he goes running to his buddy, like, ah, shit, this poisonous snake bit me on the dick, man, I'm gonna die, man. Call the fucking 911 or whatever, right? So his buddy calls 911, and he's like, oh man, my buddy got bitten by this poisonous snake. And he's like, oh, don't worry, you just have to do this, you have to do this right away, right? You just gotta suck the poison out. He's like, what? He's like, well, what if I don't do that? He's like, well, your buddy's gonna die. And right then his friend grabs him, he's like, what did he say? What did he say? He's like, sorry, man, you're gonna die. Yeah, doing comedy, I meet a lot of half Asian people, and and I always notice they all have the same thing in common, Their mom is Asian. And one thing I don't like about them though is that they all kind of act like they're better than everybody, And I'm like, whatever. Because if they were full Asian, they act like, although half Asians think they're better than other people. See, if they're full Asian like me, they would know they're better than other people. Yeah, I love avocado toast, Yeah, it's great, All you gotta do is add a little egg, bacon, sausage, and hash browns, and avocado toast is great. Yeah, one of Bruce Lee's quotes was, you can't change the world with your fist. You need a gun. Yeah, I heard that the story of Adam and Eve and the apple is actually like an allegory for oral sex. Yeah, Eve was tempted by the snake to put the apple in her mouth. There's something there, I know for me, whenever I get a blowjob, I become fucking religious all of a sudden, I'm like, thank God! Praise the Lord! Like, I see the light, and I'm coming! Yeah, Santa Claus actually was a real person way back in the day. He was like the first person to have the idea to give gifts to orphans on Jesus' birthday, He basically invented giving gifts for Christmas, And then, he loved doing this, right, every year, and after a while it grew to like several orphanages towards the end of his life. And then when he was dying, he told his buddy, like his apprentice buddy, like, hey man, like when Christmas comes around, you gotta go and fucking like give presents, like pretend like you're me, give presents and shit. And he's like, well, I don't look anything like you. He's like, all right, well, put this big jacket on and fucking, put this beard on and shit, and hat, right? And so he's like, all right, I'll do that. And he did it, he did it every year. And then when he died, he told some other dude, hey man, you gotta fucking pretend like you're the Santa Claus guy and fucking give presents to all these orphans and shit. And so he did that too, and then on and on and on, And so to this day, when you see like a mall Santa, or even when your parents like pretend to, that Santa bought you presents, they're all just upholding the tradition of gaslighting with lies and deceit. Yeah, men like mafia movies, right? I think because mafia movies portray men as like the most powerful and important people in the world, Yeah, like the #1 most iconic mafia movie in the world. Just think about the title, it's The Godfather. Yeah, the post office motto, it's as old as it is iconic, It's like rain, sleet, whatever. Rain, sleet, or shine. If you try to mail cash, we'll steal it.
That's true.
Yeah, you know, the French women's gymnastics team failed to move forward, whatever, in the Olympics, despite being the favorite, you know, to oppose the United States women's teams. It's all over for them, you know, for the French team, you know. It's kind of sad, right? And like all they have left now is their youth, their beauty, and their tight asses. I don't want to walk out the door, maybe. Yeah, people used to light Christmas trees with little candles. And then they invented the fire department. You know, I learned that ducks have like corkscrew penises. Yeah, and then their vaginas are actually corkscrewed, but in the opposite direction. That's gotta feel weird as hell, right? No wonder why they're like, quack! A lot of things were invented in China, you know, like paper, silk, gunpowder. One thing not invented in China, though, driving. Yeah, I was doing comedy a couple weeks ago. And there's a dude sitting right over here giving me the Jada Pinkett face. You ever seen the Jada Pinkett face? Yeah, that's when they're like, eh. Oh, like, what the hell, dude? Don't be sitting there giving me no Jada Pinkett face. You better knock that shit off before I give you the Will Smith hand. Yeah, you know, Asian people, we love Jewish people, you know. We like respect and admire them so much. But they don't like us too much, you know. And I think I know why. It's because of our eyes. It's because if you look, Asian people, like, it's not that my eyes are small or slanted. It's that we have like an extra layer of skin over our eyelids. It's basically a foreskin, right? And you know how Jewish people feel about foreskins, so. Yeah, you know, the whole little dick Asian myth thing. Actually worked to my advantage a couple months back. Yeah, this petite little French lady, she was like 5'2". She like totally singled me out, you know? I guess she was thinking like, hey, look at this Asian guy. You probably got a lot of money and a little dick. Wrong. Yeah, I'm an open mic comedian, you know, I don't have any money. And like, I got a normal sized dick, you know? I know because I was in the army. Now when I was in the army, I'd just be like, yeah, I'm good. And when she saw it, she was like, oh my God, your dick is huge. Which is something every guy likes to hear, right? And I was like, it's not that big, but thanks. Yeah, it's not the longest in the world, you know, but it is a bit girthy, right? So upon initial insertion, she was like, ah! Yeah, you know, I encourage all you guys to date women that are at least 6 inches or more shorter than you. Yeah, it's great, you know. When I saw my dick in her little hands, I was like, wow, you know, maybe I do have a big dick. Yeah, I felt like a porn star being with her and shit. I was like, yeah, I give myself a porn star name. I gotta be E1. Ooh. You ever been to a Korean barbecue restaurant?
Yeah.
It's kind of unique in that you pay to cook your own meat. And if you pay a little extra, you can wash the dishes and take out the trash. Yeah, you know, one of my buddies is a white dude. He's like super duper white. I think he's like part albino or something. Yeah, he's so white when he comes to my house, all my plants start growing in his direction. Yeah, you know, whenever I'm having sex, I never last as long as I'd like to, you know. I'm always like, come on, penis, hang in there. And it's always like, nah, screw this. Yeah, what do you call a guy who can make a business suit real fast? Taylor Swift. Yeah, you know, I used to go to water parks like every summer, and then, but one summer I stopped going because I had a fairly traumatic experience. And when I was 16, I was like waiting on these stairs to go on this slide, and I look above me, and then the girl, she's about my same age as me, but her like boobs are like right in my face. You know, it's kind of cold and windy, right? So her nipples are popping out. So I was like, oh, okay. So I turned, but now this girl here, her face is like right in my crotch and shit. Like I already got a partial woody, you know, from nipple girl over here. Then crotch girl here, you know, she like yawns and shit, right? So I was like, oh my God, you know, it's fucking full boner now, right? I'm like, I almost poked her in the eye and shit. So I was like, oh fuck, I gotta get out of here. So I fucking run up the stairs, and apparently it's pretty common at Raging Waters because the lifeguard was like, you know, come on, just go. So I get on the slide, I get out of there. I'm like, damn, man, I should rename this place. I should call it Raging Boners. You know, comedians will always tell you two things, right? They always tell you when they just get booked on a show. They always tell you when they just had sex. That's a bit juvenile, right? Like myself, I haven't been booked on a show in over a month. But I did get laid last week, so whoa! All right, my name's Aaron. I'm out of here. Thank you.
Keep it going for Elon.